What is going on, guys? Football Manager 2018, we're back with another features video. This is Matchday Experience. Really excited to check this one out because this is obviously going to be more part of the game day and everything like that. So let's check it out.
Welcome to FMTV. My name is Joe Tomlinson. Match day, the most important day of the week. To managers, it's either the best or the worst day, depending on the result. In Football Manager 2018, there are a number of innovations that make match days more immersive and authentic, no matter what the result. Let's start with the match preview, which has been redesigned for this year. You'll notice that a lot of the information that was previously present has been made more graphical, and greater prominence has been given to information directly relating to the match you're about to play.
Okay, we'll just pause it here. I want to see a few things. This looks similar, match preview. I'm not sure this is where they got it from, but some downloadable skins that fans of Football Manager create look in a similar style to this. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Most definitely, that's on the default skin. And on the recent form says woeful. That's a new addition as well. But yeah, on the default skin like this, it looks really clean. I love the match preview. You can see a lot of information. Yeah, really like that.
Part of your opposition scouting report has been brought into the preview too, so you can view their strengths and weaknesses
that's perfect.
Just before you select your team.
Very good.
There's also a dedicated panel for your team's fixtures, which sits alongside the league table, league fixtures, and media panels that already existed in the match preview.
See, I personally really love that because I'm one, when I'm selecting my team, I go back into other screens to check different things like fixtures and reports as well about the team. So I don't have to do that as much now. So yeah, I've even had comments about that on my videos. Like, yeah, you keep going back to check other things before you select your team. But yeah, now the team for an upcoming match. So now it's just before, like, it's in the match preview. You've got it in your head to select your team, what you need. And yeah, that's awesome.
The match flow, the screens you visit before the match, have changed quite dramatically this year. For a start, you have a tactics meeting, which may happen the evening before the game or may happen on the day of the match itself.
Yeah, the briefing, they talked about this in the tactics as well. I really do like this feature. So I'll be interesting to see. Will it be something you get bored of or just like repetitive and you'll hand over to the assistant a lot? But definitely starting off the game, you want to be using it and just to see how it is. But just see the different options they show. Like if like press conferences, like for me with press conferences, I hand it off to my assistant to do that because yeah, I just get bored of the same repetitive answers I give. But yeah, there's not much choice or repetitive questions given to me as well. So
depending on what level you're playing at. But once you're into the match day, this has changed too. With the new graphics engine in place, which we'll talk more about later, it gives us more possibilities to show what we call cutscenes. These can be players warming up in different ways, different stadium shots, and some secrets we will let you discover for yourself. Once your team for the match is confirmed and the team sheets are handed in,
I like how that looks. Yeah, obviously that's not a new feature, as just how it is presented. The graphics of it looks really good, where you see the formation of the team, your team and the team you're playing against, the lineup. It looks excellent. Ooh, wowee.
You'll see animated team sheets for each side before the match, so you can familiarise yourself with the opposition. Yeah,
and you can see the teams
ahead of kickoff, alongside
like warming up.
Commentary from the pundits on what their thoughts are on the match ahead. Next, you're taken to the dressing room to conduct your team talk. This is now done in a more intuitive way than the previous system. The tone system has been retained, but there are more contextual team talk options than before.
Yes.
That often integrate statistics and data into what you tell the players before kickoff.
This is a big thing for me as well. If there is more variety, as it seems, in the team talks, that's what I want, because I feel like with team talks, yeah, they were the same for a really long time, and my style of doing team talks, what would work for me, I do it for a very long time, so the same way. So yeah, it's good they changed it up a bit, so I can change my style up a bit, team talk wise, as a manager.
Once you've talked to the team, you're presented with a summary of your squad's reactions to your comments. You can then speak directly to the different areas of your squad, defenders for example, and deliver a secondary...
And again, just to pause to talk about the morale, just a few little changes like this just makes it a little bit more fresh, doesn't change it so much what it actually impacts, but just the freshness of it. Like I said, that will be extremely good, I'm guessing, the extremely one there. So yeah, a few new changes I've seen like that with a woeful. So it just makes it a bit more fresh and feels like you're playing a fresh new game. I saw someone comment on Twitter that this actually feels like a fresh new game and not an update of a previous game, which I absolutely love and 100% agree with.
Message to them. You can also choose to talk to individual players. Their response is displayed underneath the overall squad's reaction. For those of you who'd prefer to let your assistant
that's good too.
The option exists to hand the team talk over to your assistant. During halftime and full-time team talks, stats and analysis from the match is displayed on rotation at the top of the screen. Then it's on to the pre-match tunnel interview, should a media source want to talk to you.
Oh, I like the background.
At halftime, you receive a review of the first half's action, including the match events, match stats, and notable performers. This is updated at full time and also includes a summary of the results.
Looks so good.
The match interface for FM18 has also been redesigned.
Ooh.
The scoreboard, match timeline, and match events have been moved to the top of the screen to create a more efficient window in which to view the match action.
Yeah, I like the setup of that, actually.
Four in-match tabs: pitch, tactics, analysis, and updates. Obviously, the pitch tab just shows the pitch view, but let's take a look at the other tabs in more detail. The tactics tab is where you make in-match changes, including substitutions. There's a horizontal pitch so that it's quicker to swap players and change roles, with the tactics panel on the right.
Sweet. And again, it's just, I just want to say, it's another thing like with selecting your team with the match preview. You can do it all on one screen without going to click somewhere else to go on another screen to change what you need to. That's really, really good. Seriously, this does actually... It still feels like Football Manager. Feels and looks like Football Manager. But it does feel like a brand new game and not an update. Like I just said, it's so many new features and really in-depth features that will make a big impact. Not those little features as such they would add a lot of the time. There's so many brand new features that are in-depth. I'm so excited to play this game in about a week for the beta, man.
To make deeper changes to your mentality and team shape or team and player instructions. Once you're done making changes, just hit the Confirm Changes button to be taken back to the pitch view. The Analysis tab shows you real-time analysis that enables you to make more informed tactical changes without having to drift far from the action. You'll see match stats, analysis of both teams including heat maps, player analysis on who's doing well and who needs to raise their game. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see any pertinent advice from your backroom staff about implementing this analysis into your tactics. The Updates tab provides you with a look at the latest scores and news from other matches around the world. Away from the tabs, you can also make match setting changes directly from the match screen. This year, there are several customizable cameras
That's handy
that allow
too.
you to change
That's very handy.
And zoom, as well as the new option to auto-reverse the behind-the-goal camera.
Ooh.
And there's a new widget for this year, Player Watch. This allows you to view an individual player's match statistics.
Oh, that's so handy. Yes.
With the changes to the match view.
Come on, no, sorry. I need to applaud. Wow, I am genuinely impressed. I didn't expect to be this impressed. I want to say this. When I started playing Football Manager, I started playing when I was like 15, 16 years old. So that's like over 10 years now for me. Just admitting my age a little bit. But I imagined and hoped for the day where Football Manager would be this in-depth. And I haven't felt it before, but I just always imagine, like, those days, just imagine how the game will be 10 years from now. And now I'm sitting here making Football Manager videos on YouTube, waiting for this upcoming game and just showcasing it. And it's amazing feeling. This is really similar. This is what I imagine. And previous years, it hasn't been to that level, but it's getting mighty close to what I imagined when I was younger. It is looking fantastic. Well done.
See the new recent event screen that gives you a clear overview of the performances of both sets of players, whilst the central panel focuses on the story of the match so far, with match stats and the focus of each team's attack presented. Finally, shouts have been redesigned so that you can change your team's mentality and team shape.
Oh, yes,
in addition to
praise.
communicating with your players from the touchline.
That's what I've wanted before.
I've kept
Like when
you
your player scores a goal, when your team scores a goal, just in general, you want to praise the team or praise a specific player. I wasn't really sure what option to do that would suit being praising your team. You know what I mean? Just you did well. You scored a goal. Keep going. There wasn't one like that in the past. It's a simple one to praise your players. So yeah, I'm glad that's added. So just one more thing, and not surprising because Football Manager players generally want the same things. Like you feel the same. Just like with that. Oh, you scored a goal? Yeah, you want to praise your team. So they added that. So it's not surprising.
Waiting long enough. A huge change with Football Manager 2018 is the introduction of a new graphics engine.
My
For
God.
those of you that like tech speak, this now supports DirectX 11 on PC, whereas the
Not too
previous
bad.
engine had only supported DirectX 9.
Good update.
Lighting within the engine and the textures of the pitch have been significantly enhanced to make the match action look better than ever, and also makes it easier for the MatchView team at SI to make changes in the future.
It looks
It's
really
not just
clean.
the background tech that has
Obviously,
improved.
you can't compare it to like FIFA and PES. Like people always say, "Oh, it looks like FIFA 02 or something like that." But it's such a different thing. Football Manager is not a game you base off the graphics, and there probably will be people in the comments of this trying to say and comparing it to FIFA. Obviously, it's not close to FIFA or PES as well, but yeah, you're like comparing two completely different games because then you should compare the management side of FIFA Career Mode and PES Master League, and then they'll be left way behind with Football Manager ahead as well. So yeah, you got to think of both ways.
But the graphics have too. Our art team have worked closely with our sister studio at the Creative Assembly this year to improve the player models and stadiums.
They definitely
There is now
look
more
better.
variation
That
between
is for
one
sure.
player to the next in the match engine. This affects how a player moves around the pitch and operates on the ball, which leads to a more authentic portrayal of the players during a match as a result. Stadiums have been greatly improved too. They now look sharper. With more features
I was going to say
included in and
before
around the
they look
stadium,
good.
and there's more variety in the types of stadium as well. You'll feel more of a difference between the size and scale of a 70,000 seater stadium and a 7,000 seater one. Also, some of the cutscenes show the stadiums off, so you'll be able to get a better view of where you play the matches. Ultimately, the new graphics engine creates more opportunities for development, and you can expect to see some exciting innovations to the matchday experience over the next few years thanks to this work.
That's awesome.
Away from the new graphics engine, there are hundreds of new motion-captured animations with particular focus given to goalkeepers to ensure that they react and move in a more realistic way.
That's
Alongside
that's
with
great.
shots,
Yes.
Controls, passes and celebrations also made possible with the help of CA and their motion capture studio, directed by our own MatchView team. Of course, there are also lots of AI changes to the way the players behave on the pitch. We'll be providing some match engine videos in the run-up to release so you can see some of these improvements for yourself.
Perfect.
And after the game, should you want to get the full analysis on the match from your data analyst, there are lots of additions on what is being analysed, including spaghetti maps, clear-cut chances, combined top pass
Spaghetti
tables,
maps. That makes me hungry.
multiple position data columns, and a much improved heat map. That's just a glimpse at this year's matchday experience. Hopefully, though,
There's
it's enough
more.
to whet your appetite. You'll
Oh,
be
I'm
able to
definitely
see
wet,
plenty
Joe.
more of the match engine in action ahead of the release of Football Manager 2018 on November the 10th. Keep an eye out for more episodes of FMTV, and for more information on Football Manager 2018, visit footballmanager.com.
So let's pause it there. Wow. I don't even... that was so in-depth, and there's more. Like they've been saying, there's more. And I'm so excited for this year's game. Exactly what I alluded to. One day in the past, I was just like, when I started playing this game, obviously, I just imagine, like, how good is this going to be when things advance in the future? Like, oh, imagine 10 years from now. Just sitting here 10 years later, and the game looks very promising. I can't wait to get my hands on it and make my judgment. We'll see about that. So, yeah, if you're new, of course, subscribe. I'll be making FM18 content. But until then, I'll see you guys in the very next video.